Detroit Den 313. What is up? I'm back, Will, with another one that we're dubbing Midnight Madness. Late night creeping, talking some Detroit Lions football. I'm excited for the one that we have tonight, even though we're piggybacking one that Steve did this afternoon. Again, this was not planned. I already had some JMO stuff lined up, but then when Steve went down this road, I said he left a little bit of to be talked about to me in my opinion, and I said I gotta hammer in a couple things. And first things first, I got some questions. I took some time. I was looking up some receiver rankings. I went on PFF. You guys, you know how we are at Detroit Den through and through at PFF. Some things we like, some things we hate. But they are kind of a tried and true source for information, or a baseline for information, all things NFL related. So that being said, I went to PFF and I was looking at wide receiver rankings for 2024. And as I went through this list, I'm just looking at it as it starts pretty good. You got Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, CD Lamb coming in at number 4, AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, number 6, number 7, none other than the Amon-Ra St. Brown, our dog. 8, Brandon Ayuk, Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel at 10, 11, Stephon Diggs, 12, DJ Moore. And this is where I start to kind of get an issue, man, because DJ Moore, he'll show up for a game or two, then you don't see the dude for weeks, man. So that's when I started like, okay. Puka Nacua had a great season last year. Garrett Wilson coming in at 15. Now we're talking Nico Collins. 16, Devonta Smith. 17, DeAndre Hopkins. Ancient DeAndre. Come on. 18, Terry McLaurin. 19, Amari Cooper, who's spending most of his time injured these days. Then we got Mike Evans. And then we're going to Marvin Harrison Jr. And this is where I'm really starting to have problems. Keenan Allen, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf, Malik Neighbors at 25. Like, are we serious? Drake London, 26. Chris Olave, 27. Michael Pittman Jr., 28. Roma Duce at 29. George Pickens, 30. Chris Godwin, 31. T. Higgins, 32. Guys, what in the actual is going on? So I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at this list, and all I could think about is our guy, JMO, man. I can't believe that JMO isn't ranked in the top 32 receivers. Now, do I get it from a standpoint of production? He's had little to no production. He got hot at the end of the season, right? Last maybe 6 weeks or so of the NFL season last year, taking it in through the playoffs where he absolutely showed out, especially when we're talking about against those San Francisco 49ers with 2 tutties. I think 4 touches, 2 tutties. So, I mean, while I can get it when we talk about the production, I'm still like, man, we got rookies coming into the league that's ranked above JMO. What is really going on? What's really going on? So again, Steve put out an episode on JMO a little bit earlier, and he put out a lot of great content. I will tag that because that was a great show. Steve, hats off to you per usual. You're getting it done. But I want to talk about a few things JMO related, and starting with this list, man. Please put it in the comments. Production or not, touches or not, scandals or not, do you believe JMO should be in the top 32 receivers in this NFL? Because me personally, I do. I think it's crazy that he's not on this list. I don't care if you put him at 32. He should be on this list. He's one of the top 32 receivers. And I think by the end of this season, he might crack the top 10. If not the top 10, he's darn sure going to be in that top 15 by the end of the season. And here's why, to me, in my opinion. If you've been to any Detroit Lions games, you know that every time JMO touches this ball, people are holding their breath. Like anything from a negative throw, meaning a throw behind the line of scrimmage, to a throw 80 yards downfield, JMO can score a touchdown, to a handoff. Anytime this dude touches the football, he's absolutely electric. And I feel like he's one of the most underrated receivers in the NFL. Now, I hear a lot of people talking about his big playability here and there. A lot of people talk about him taking a roof off of defenses, but I don't even think that's his biggest threat. I think his biggest threat is negative passes, bubbles, reverses, stuff like that. So I brought in a couple of clips to talk about JMO. Um, the first one that I'll give, and to me, when you're talking about playmakers, you're talking about guys that can make guys miss in small windows. So here's JMO against the Minnesota Vikings. He's catching a little out route, one guy, two guys, and it takes a third guy to bring him down. Now, this is a little 10-yard gain to maybe the novice football person. It doesn't look like much. But when you're looking at this, he catches the ball with two guys bearing down on him, makes both those guys miss in a phone booth, right? Bubble screens, reverses, stick routes, um, the list goes on. This guy getting the football with this type of elusiveness, I think, is an absolute problem. And to me, when you're talking about guys that are dangerous, you're talking about guys that possess this ability to be able to make guys miss. But on top of that, moving on to the San Francisco game where he got this reverse, you're talking about guys that not only can make guys miss with elite speed. Elite speed. So after he makes you miss, he makes you pay, right? JMO to me going into this season, he's gonna be a guy that is finally gonna come out of his shell. In the NFL, everybody is on a different schedule. Everybody's on a different learning curve. Some guys come in, they get the offense, they move along super fast, they get it down in the rookie year. Guys like Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta, shoot, it seemed like in training camp he was looking like a veteran, right? Then you got guys you don't see him peak until year 3. I think that's more of what we're looking at from JMO. We're looking at a guy that is finally getting comfortable with his quarterback. He's finally getting comfortable with just being an NFL guy. The guy had so much stuff going on. He comes in, he's rehabbing an injury. Then after that, he's got scandal after scandal, fireworks, gambling. The list goes on. Just little mischievous things. Trying to figure out the playbook. They're talking about him. Everybody in the land is saying that he's a bust because of drops and this, that, and the other. It's got to be tough for a young guy coming into this NFL. You're just trying to make a living. You're trying to figure out how to play this game and the speed of the game being totally different. I don't care where you play. Alabama, Georgia, it doesn't matter. University of Michigan. The NFL is different than college football. I've heard Derrick Henry talk about this. They were like, "Hey man, how do you feel? Do you feel like it was that much of a difference coming into the NFL?" It was like, "Oh yeah, you're playing against grown men." Exactly, man. So you're playing against grown men who are getting paid to do this for a living, who are fighting for their jobs week in and week out. It's just a different level of football. So, um, I think JMO is finally going to take that huge step forward, and we're going to see him getting talked about as one of the premier receivers in this National Football League. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's going to be the top guy after this season, but I do truly think you're going to see him between that 15 to number 10 range because I don't see a lot of guys that can do what JMO can do. Right? I don't see a lot of guys. Even we talk about our main guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown. When Amon-Ra St. Brown gets the football, I'm not planning on him taking it to the house. I'm planning on him getting first downs. I'm planning on him being physical. I'm planning on him being tenacious and never quitting and continuously winning his matchups. But I'm not planning on him getting the ball behind the line of scrimmage and taking it to the crib. When Amon-Ra St. Brown gets the ball in his hands, I'm not gasping like, is he going to take it to the house? Every single touch of JMO's is a uh-oh moment. Ooh, oh, whoa, what's about to happen? It reminds me of a guy that used to play in Detroit. His name rhymes with Smanders, right? Barry Sanders. Hey, that dude, anytime he touched the football, you were like, whoa, is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Oh man, that is what you see in JMO. You, especially if you're at this game, or you're at the games and you're seeing the angles that we are from the stadium when this guy is like got one guy to beat and he's getting, grabbed by a shoelace. It's just different. Steve will attest to this, and I said it when it happened, but I'm gonna go back and play this clip because this is a clip that truly told me that J-Mo was special. I've told Steve this and anybody else who will listen an abundance of times. When you guys see this play against the Denver Broncos, you might not think that is much, but let me put it in. This is J-Mo against the Denver Broncos, catching a little out route on the sidelines. I think I got a better angle coming up. He catches the out. The corner is on the sideline with him. And he puts this guy in an absolute blender. This guy is getting paid to play NFL football, and he's getting put in an absolute blender on the sideline. You got the sideline out of bounds to leverage and just push him out. All you got to do is push him out. J-Mo absolutely freezes this guy and gets up the sideline. This is a different level of elusiveness. There's only a select few people that has ever played in the NFL that can make this move on the sideline. And this is what we're about to see in 2024. J-Mo getting more touches, more opportunities, and he is going to set this league on fire. I would bet my bottom dollar because, listen, the traits are there. The evidence is there. All he needs is the touches. Somebody's got to get those Reynolds touches now that Reynolds is gone. I think J-Mo's going to get some of those. I think he's going to just have no choice but to get opportunities because we have so many weapons across the board. We still have Sam Laporta. We still have Gibbs. We still have Montgomery. We still got St. Brown. There's just weapons everywhere. We still got contributors in Raymond and Donovan Peoples-Jones, and who knows what Traquan is going to be. So, I mean, there's weapons all over the place. That said, you're not going to be able to just lock in on one guy. And if you can't lock in on one guy, the idea of J-Mo in space, as you can see, is absolutely scary. So, guys, put it in the comments. Do you think that me and Steve are dead on? Because I think that J-Mo may step on the scene and be a household name after this season. I think that J-Mo, I wouldn't be surprised, and maybe this is a crazy take, but I wouldn't be surprised if J-Mo finishes the season with more receiving yards than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to have more receptions because Amon-Ra's going to be catching those first downs now, baby. They just paid him, and he's going to earn that money, but I wouldn't be surprised if J-Mo is just making plays and just gashing teams for just huge amounts of yards throughout this season. I think that he is about to set this league on fire. When we're talking about, again, I told you guys before the other day when I was talking about a Meek and I said huge impact. He's going to make a huge impact. Again, huge impact for J-Mo this year. Those are two guys that I think are going to be absolute impact players for the Detroit Lions. And I would not be surprised again if J-Mo leads this team in receiving yards, not receptions, but receiving yards. Guys, put it in the comments. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm crazy for believing J-Mo is going to lead this team potentially in receiving yards? Do you think J-Mo is about to have a breakout season? And do you see these Detroit Lions #1 offense headed to the Super Bowl? Because, guys, I can't wait for football to get here. I'm starting to get the itch. We're so close. I can taste it. I can feel it. So close. So put it in the comments, guys. I'll be back with another episode. Until next time. Peace.